Welcome to the Chomp Cast, the podcast that brings the crew of Sword Chomp together to discuss our lives and video games and everything in between. My name is Morgan Barnes, and I am joined by my good friends and fellow co-hosts, the crew of Sword Chomp, the Sultans of Sass, Joshua Fowler, Anthony Fisher.
That's me.
Oh, Fish went robotic. Try it again with more sass, Fish.
That's me.
And joining me in my private podcasting lair, Shea Layton.
Hey, girl.
And we have an interesting show today, a special occasion, as Shea is live in my podcasting lair, as we mentioned, because he is making a Montana stop visit with family and friends before his big move to Japan, as our listeners are probably familiar with. So that inspired this entire show. It's sort of a greatest hits show in a way. We went back and played a bunch of games we've talked about over the past couple months that Shea had never played, but we all really wanted to talk to him about and discuss. Everything from Abzu to Zelda. Played a little Zelda. Shea came over, he played some PT. Bloodborne, which Fish requested in particular. Thumper, which is kind of a cool story that we'll get to later, among other things. So we called it Shea Day 2017 because he just came over to my house and we just played video games and ate pizza and hung out all day. It was a good time. And inspired a question of the week, which our Instagram followers and listeners have chimed in on, and we will get to the question of the week a little bit later. So a lot of stuff going on today. Let's see here. I want to get to some introductions. I guess we can throw it to our good old buddy Fish first, as we kind of lead in, catch up with the crew before we get to our main topics this week. Fish, our good friend, how are you doing this week?
I'm doing fantastic.
Fantastic. Well, I'm glad to hear it. How's your week been, man? Like, what have you been up to?
Not much. Just been chilling with the family, working and playing Final Fantasy Brave Exvius still. I think I've finally told myself now that I will not be putting down this game anytime soon because it's so addictive. I told myself, I'm like, what? This was actually earlier, like a few weeks back. I was like, how addicted am I going to be to this game? Because it seems like I'm not going to be putting down this game anytime soon. And today I was thinking about it. I was like, this game offers so much new content each and every week. It seems like each and every month too. They have like these big events, and they're constantly showcasing new units for people to pick up and summon with their in-game currencies. And I don't know, I just feel so addicted to what they have to offer in that game. I mean, it's a pretty simple game, but it's nice to come to and play, little spurts here and there, just because it's always there for me, unlike some things in life.
Yeah. Well, and you know what? If you sucked me right back into the Brave Exvius world, so I was disappointed in you for that, because I was doing good, Fish. I was doing good, and I know the
No,
crew.
you weren't. You're not doing good without that game. Now you're doing better. You're doing a lot better. I could tell it. Just the sound of your voice.
I tried to reach out to them and email them and just be like, look, we'll promote your game on our show. Just give us some free lapis. That's all we want. Just give us some free currency, and we'll promote Brave Exvius on the Chompcast to our listeners. But it didn't work.
That'd be great. That would be great.
It would. But yeah, so Fish sucked me back in. I pulled a snow. Just as I was getting almost burnt out in that game, I pulled the character I've been wanting for months in that game, in the summoning crystal area, and now I'm hooked again. So fuck it all. But
I hear his character arc in that game is actually really good compared to in 13.
Yeah, is that true, Josh? So
Yeah.
the character arc in Brave
Yeah,
Exvius?
yeah. It's really, really just complex and satisfying compared to, his story in 13. So.
Which is probably true because I don't remember any of it.
Mm-hmm.
I've always liked the aesthetic of Snow. Don't remember much about him. But yeah, Fish. Anything else going on this week other than your continued Brave Exvius addiction worth mentioning?
No, not really. I had Firehouse Subs for dinner tonight. Brought some Firehouse Subs to my wife at her job, and I had a turkey bacon ranch that was just fucking fucking good. But
It's the little things in life sometimes.
yeah. No, I usually don't get that sub from them. They have like this, like, what do they call it? The New York steamer. And it's like hot pastrami, just meat and like Thousand Island dressing on there. It's like real juicy and
They're
real
not allowed to
hot.
sell that sub in 13 states.
Well, yeah. Of course.
I love that name, the New York Steamer. God damn it, Fish! Now you're making me hungry. I took a nap for this podcast, and I haven't eaten in like 4 hours.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, I ate my sandwich and I ended up passing out because we're going a little late tonight. It's already 10 o'clock my time. So
We are, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a whole new realm. Well, thanks for being here, Fish, and it should be a fun show as Shea played Bloodborne. Can't talk. Shea played Bloodborne for you, just for you, big guy.
yeah. Well, I hope he likes it. I hope he has nothing but positive things to say about that game.
Only time will tell. But it was lots of fun stories, if nothing else. But yeah, thanks for being here, Fish, and Josh. Josh, our good buddy Joshua Fowler, putting the kids to sleep. So we got a late start tonight, but he is here in the flesh.
Where am I?
In the flesh, I guess that doesn't work over audio context. But you're here.
It's warm in the flesh. Kind of.
So warm. Go ahead.
He wants to go in, but he's not going
I was gonna say New York Steamer. I was trying to pull it back to the New York Steamer somehow. How's your week been, Josh?
Pretty good. Busy. Still getting as prepared as we can. Still not knowing where we're going. So, yeah, there's that.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I came up for a move and you have no idea where you're going.
Just knowing where we're going. Yeah. Been playing more Zelda, playing some Night in the Woods. A little bit of Horizon Zero Dawn still, but yeah, Zelda's pretty much taken over at this point. So, not a lot of that.
Seems to be the permeating in our video game world. Everyone is just talking about Zelda right now. So
Yeah.
and I know this has got to be kind of like a dream Zelda game for you as sort of the longtime fan. But yeah, and also I'm going to talk a little Night in the Woods with you because I got to play like an hour of it today. Interesting little game. Very strange. I'd never even heard of it, but that's what's good. When you have a friend like Josh who's really good in indies and some more obscure games, you hear about things that you might not have heard about otherwise. So we'll talk a little Night in the Woods, kind of a weird little thing, but yeah. Other than that, week's going good. Everything's going good.
Yeah, it's been good here. I think finally everyone's not sick all at once, and it's still winter for, just barely. We managed to get it in there. All of us healthy at the same time. So
Very
yeah,
cool.
that's fun.
Healthy and full of vigor. Joshua Fowler joins us today. But yeah, glad to have you, Josh. And in my podcasting closet, none other than the one and only man who abandoned us last week, Shea Layton is here.
Thanks for making me feel like a piece of shit.
That's what I'm here for. Have you totally? Yeah, I guess we were listening to you guys through these little earphones, and he just ripped it out because I guess he can hear me, so you don't really need to have it. If to paint a
One
funny
too many
visual-
Morgans. Just one too many Morgans.
Can you imagine that you're hearing me in your ear? You're hearing me in real life. You're seeing me in your dreams. I'm just everywhere.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's everywhere.
but-
He's in the mirrors whenever you turn the lights off, and you can see him there looking at you through what you think is a mirror anyway. You're pretty sure it's a mirror. So
a slight tapping on your backside. But yeah, no, Shea's here today. It's kind of to paint a funny visual picture for our audience. We have like a little headphone jack going on. We're like, our mouths are just a couple inches away from each other, where it's cramped in my little closet, reaching over to talk into the microphone, so the quality might be a little odd at times, but we're making it work.
We're doing something.
It's getting real personal. But yeah, Shea, so how have you been? How's your week been, man?
It's been pretty good, spending a lot of time with my family. Watching my little brothers play some shitty game called Roblox, which is just odd. Sorry to anyone who likes Roblox, it's shit. But I am addicted to another mobile game, and now I feel really shitty for making fun of Fish and Morgan. I said that I would tell everyone what I've been playing, as in Fish and Morgan. Or not Fish and Morgan, Fish and Josh. You already know.
I'm in your head, Shea. I'm in your head.
You're everywhere. And the game I'm addicted to is One Piece Treasure Cruise, which is pretty much Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, but with One Piece characters.
yeah,
Pretty much identical.
much longer arms to reach into your pockets and steal your money.
That's very true. Thankfully, I haven't spent any money at this time, or probably ever will, but
Probably, keyword there.
true. It's a really fun game. It's very similar. So just any talk that has been of Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, just put One Piece characters on it, and that's what you have. I like the visuals a little bit better, but because I've seen a bunch of the Final Fantasy stuff that Morgan and Fish have sent, but that it's very similar to the One Piece art style. So it's a great game. I've had a lot of fun, and I am eating crow at this point. Taking the Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Technically, it's a different thing, though. So you're only using it's partial crow. We'll cut it in half, and we'll serve it to you in little chunks. Is that okay?
Make a stew out of it or something.
Yeah. We'll make it a little more serviceable because it is technically a different game, even if it's the same idea. Me and Fish just wanted you to get into it so we could, when you're addicted to something, you want to pull everyone into it.
It's true. Misery loves company.
Yes. Yes, that's a form of misery, I guess.
Have you all heard of smoking? Cigarettes are great.
But yeah, it's funny how the mobile games kind of sweep us all in some of our downtime, except Josh, who's pretty good at fighting that. But yeah, Shea, we had a pretty cool story too. Shea messaged me on Shea Day 2017, which is Tuesday when he came over. He was like, dude, Fire Emblem's giving out 20 orbs today. And I thought he was just fucking with me. And then I logged into Fire Emblem Heroes, and sure enough, they were giving out 20 orbs just for logging in. And that's it. So that's enough to do a full unlock of 5 new characters. So I did all the 20 orbs, and I waited till Shea came over, and I was like, I want to open up these right in front of Shea, and just in case anything cool happens. And sure enough, the last character I opened up was this really rare 5-star badass guy named Jafar from the Fire Emblem series, and it was magical, wasn't it, Shea? It was magical.
Beautiful. Is the ninja, and he had a shuriken, and it was beautiful.
He was shirtless.
No,
I think he's kind of shirtless. He's got
you are shirtless right
He
now.
had that sort of R&B vest, but
yeah,
much pastier than you usually see someone wearing one of those with.
Let me lay you down.
little boys to men vest.
On my silk sheets.